I, along with many other people, have had numerous hobbies over the course of my life, whether it's music or gaming or collecting things. And I want to make this video to show that you're probably not alone when you have to kind of put a hobby on the back burner or, prioritize something different. So over the course of my life, I've had three major hobbies. The first hobby that I actually had, surprise, surprise, was not gaming. It was music. I loved listening to music, making music, and learning music. The first thing that I ever did, pretty much as a child, was learn how to play the violin. And I was pretty good at it, genuinely. I learned when I was around about 10 years old, and I played all the way up until I was about 14. I got grades, certificates. I learned to play the instrument by ear, and I loved it. And then I decided that wasn't enough, so I wanted to learn more. And I started to learn guitar. Then I started to learn the acoustic guitar after the electric, and then drums. And then I started to get really invested into video games. And I started playing games like Guitar Hero and many, many other games. As you know, I am a huge gamer. Always have been, hopefully always will be. And I had to kind of put music on the back burner because I just didn't have time with school and everything at the time. And then it kind of got to a point where we're at now. So I was fortunate enough to make video games my job. And when you make a hobby that you are super passionate about into a job, it affects it in a few ways. Now, it didn't affect it negatively for me, definitely not at first, because I still don't see what I do as like a generic job. I am incredibly grateful to be in the position that I'm in, to be able to make video game content for you guys. But I'm sure you all have noticed over the past couple of months to years that a lot of the content isn't really even about video games anymore. It's about drama, it's about news, it's about just the new thing. It's always the new shiny thing. And when I started to play less video games and just focus on work video games such as Genshin and Wu-War, I picked up another hobby, which was Pokemon. It was collecting Pokemon cards. You can actually see slightly down here a bunch of different binders. I have sealed boxes of Pokemon stuff here. And what happened with Pokemon is I really enjoyed collecting them at first, the cards. And then I made a mistake. I made a big mistake. And that mistake was for some reason, I tried to then make that hobby into a job as well. And that went way worse than video games. Now, it was successful. I got a lot of views on YouTube. I started a new channel, got thousands of subscribers. It was very fun. I enjoyed it a lot. But it was a humongous time sink and money sink. Making Pokemon a business in this day and age, incredibly difficult. And what that turned into was me having less time for other things, such as my main job, which is YouTube for gaming and the main channel that you're watching on right now. And it started to make me look at things through a much more negative light because I just didn't have time to do everything that I wanted to do. I still wanted to do all of these hobbies, but I couldn't. I couldn't afford to. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about time. Time is such a valuable commodity in this day and age that a lot of people take for granted. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to take time for granted. Time is so fickle, so limited. We can only do so much things, so many things. So I made a decision that I wanted to stop the Pokemon stuff as a job, mainly as a hobby as well. So I sold a lot of my stuff. And it's maybe come to a realization lately. And you can let me know in the comments if you think this is true or not. But it made me come to a realization that my passion of gaming is not really being reflected in the content that I'm making right now. It's just not. I mainly only play two games, Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves. And to be honest, I only play them probably once or twice a month for content because it's just the main story stuff that happens once every 6 weeks, right? So I'm working on something at the moment. And I know a lot of y'all are going to be really interested in what I'm working on. And you're going to enjoy it a lot. But, and I'm sorry for this, I can't tell you exactly what it is just yet. If you want some sneak peeks, you can join the Discord server. I have a channel called The Top Secret Kitchen where I'm giving little sneak peeks and such on this project that I am in the process of creating. I think I'll have more news to share over the coming weeks, but it's basically a way that I can revitalize my biggest passion of all time, video games. I've played countless video games. I love one of the main things that I love about video games and why I wanted to stream in the first place, or one of the big reasons that I wanted to stream in the first place and share videos with everybody, is because not only do I have a huge passion for video games, I have a real big passion with sharing my favorite video games and my insight on those video games. Dark Souls, I have probably over, I think I can confidently say, over 9,000 hours total in the Soulsborne series. But there's still some Souls games that I've never even 100%ed. And there's still one that I've never even beat, Sekiro. If you class it as a Souls game, I like to. So I want to reinvigorate my passion for video games, and I want to share stuff, and I want to be proud of what I'm creating. I am fully aware that a lot of my content over the past few months has been slop. It is slop content. But I also really enjoy reacting, and I really enjoy giving you my genuine, thoughtful insight on situations going on in the gaming industry and in the world. It really is another passion of mine, which is a more recent passion for sure. It is not... sorry, me and Viv are kind of coming down with something right now, which is not very good, but that's a story for another time. Yeah, I just want to get my passion back. I really do. And I feel like this is a way to do it. I've been working on this already for a good couple of weeks, and I'm super excited to be able to put it in front of your faces, but it is going to be a while before I can do that. I have to order equipment. I have to arrange some things. I have to make time for some things. I have to learn some things, which, oh, big scary, especially for a British guy. You know, our education system wasn't exactly the best. Probably better than the US, though. No shade, just saying. But yeah, let me know what you think about this. Honestly, I feel like passion and hobbies is one of those things where a lot of people have them. A lot of people have switched hobbies, moved hobbies, fallen out of love with hobbies. Gaming is one of those things that I just don't think I'll ever fall out of love with. It's an escape from reality, and it's just... One of my favorite things is playing a video game where you can quite literally just get lost in it and experience something that you just never thought you would. Games like Skyrim. Skyrim was life-changing for me, genuinely. It was one of the games that really made me fall in love with gaming as a whole. Same with Tomb Raider back in the day. I used to have family nights with my mum and grandma. We used to put Tomb Raider on the PlayStation 1 and 2 on the TV, get takeout, get Coca-Cola, sit and just talk as a family for like 4 hours and play Tomb Raider together. It's not a multiplayer game. It's just a shared experience. And that's where my passion was born. And right now, I'm not giving that passion enough of an outlet. And it's annoying me. So it's time. Time to start building something new alongside what we currently have, I think. And I'm super excited for it. Join the Discord, subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss more. And let me know about your passions and hobbies down in the comments. Any trials and tribulations you've had. I'm curious. And I'd love to have a bit of a discussion with people about that.